Alright, so we're going to start up Jimmy's skid loader here. Now, in storage, we disconnect the battery so it doesn't go dead. So if you try to go into it right now, it's going to seem like it's completely dead. You're not going to have any lights, it's not going to crank. So what we got to do is we got to connect the battery. So you come to the back door here, and on the left-hand side, there's a latch inside there. Just pull it towards the outside. That unlocks the door. And then on the bottom, get a full view. On the bottom left, you'll see the battery. This is the positive post. And back on the negative post, there's a switch that connects the ground from the cable to the battery. See that switch there? What we need to do is pull that toggle switch all the way down and in between those two slots. So if you see it, my hand's on it right now. Of course, it's kind of out of focus. Let's see. See if we get a focus on there. I'm going to push it all the way ahead. So you see it now. It's already connected. I pushed it all the way ahead. It's just like a toggle switch. And then we can close the door. Make sure it's latched. And now we'll go to the inside. Alright, so now once you're in the machine, you can take the key and turn it to run, which is about halfway, and everything starts lighting up. And then you get a timer, and that's going to run the internal engine heater. And once that gets down to 0, you can take the key and turn it all the way, and which will crank the engine. As that's turning slowly down, make sure the throttle's all the way down. So this is speed up, this is slow down. So leave it down on slow down. And it's done counting. So now we can take the key and turn it the rest of the way. And now it's running. And now, if you need, you can hit the light button. So now that it's running, you can kick up that idle a little. Get it run a little better. Let it warm up at a low idle for a while. A couple minutes or so. Then you can crank it up a little bit more. So now, if you want to operate the machine, this big bar behind it, once you sit down, you'll see this big swing bar right here. Take it, put it down. So now that's like your seatbelt goes across your front. And then there's this big green button right here. You see it's all worn out. So you need to press it every time to unlock the brakes. Now that it's yellow, I can take each side control, just like a zero-turn lawnmower. And it's going to control each side. This side pulls back, forward, same on this side. And then on your foot pedal, pull up like this, you kick your heel, kick your toes up like this, that lifts your bucket up. Just like you're lifting the whole loader up with your foot, and you push it back down with your toe. Same on this side, but this side controls the bucket tilt. So kick your toes up, it's like you're lifting the bucket up. Now kick it down, like you're pushing it back down with your foot. Now you're fully operating. And down here too is an additional brake. Never use that, you don't need to. But if you want to use, this is your parking brake. You push it all the way ahead. So now that's on parking brake, we'll disengage that. So now it's no brake. You don't need to use that, but if for whatever reason you can't seem to get the machine moved, it might be because you kicked that. So now we pretend like we're done operating and bring it back into the shop. Click our idle down. Let the machine idle down for a little bit first before shutting it off. See our fuel gauge here getting pretty low. And this is your temperature gauge. It doesn't work real well, but it should just be in the green once it warms up later. And your hour gauge. This is your lights, bucket positioning. That's a positioning lock. I don't think this one even has a lock, so that doesn't work there either. But you don't need any of these other buttons. So you have headlights, and you have to unlock the loader. Now I'm done. I'm going to put the swing back up. And then if you need to operate again, click the green button. But what also disengages it if you just put your swing back up. So now you can no longer operate again. It's locked. So now we're idle down for a little bit. We're going to shut the machine off. But now we need to go around to the outside and make sure we disconnect the battery again. So same thing again, got the latch. Nothing's running. Back there. Put my hand back there. Nothing should be hot unless you're not reaching somewhere weird. Now you can see it's back up again. So now battery's disconnected and it will not die once it sits here. So we'll close it up. Done deal.